Hey, everybody, fashionably late, you know, came here, the live stream from Hayward CPA Live. We got the homie up in here coming in, see what it do. I don't know, can you hear me now?
Ooh.
Okay, there you go. We back. yeah, yeah, we had some yeah, as our longtime viewers slash listeners know, every third to fourth episode, we have an audio challenge. So, I mean, that's what happened again. Who knows why? You know, who knows? But
Who knows?
but we're here. I was getting calls. They were like, "Hey, what's up? You live?" I'm like, "Yo, man, we fashionably late, Miami style, coming in late." Speaking of which, you're looking real Miami nice right there.
Hey
That's
man, you know.
yeah. Because let's not minimize the fact that you just had a birthday.
Uh-oh. Something like that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Your birthday was on Cinco de Mayo, which was yesterday. So now you come back on the show with a blaze on. I'm not sure what's going on here, but hey, but in
Hey
commemoration,
man.
I got a red cup.
Look, I'm going with the white one for right now.
That's because you had the red cups last night. So I got the red cup. No, there you go. You're funky fresh in the flesh right now. You know what I'm saying? Looking real good. I got us on a lot of networks right now, like a
Is
lot.
that right? For real.
Yeah, I got you. Like I got you on. We on all types of networks going on right here. Yeah. We got multiple sizes. We got a lot going on here. this is this is I mean, it is what it is, man. So what's up, man?
Man, happy Saturday. It is
Yo, man.
Saturday, right?
Yeah, it's happy Saturday. You know, I'm not gonna mess with my other camera because that might have jinxed us. But I got another camera set up over here, so you could have got my side view, my
Got
profile. But
got
I
you,
don't want to
got you, got
jinx
you.
anything, man. I
Got
don't
you.
want.
So you hit the button, you go back and forth, back and
Yeah,
forth.
I could be like, then they'd be like, yeah, and I'll be talking sideways, and they catch my side, and I'm just, I'm pontificating, but I'm not gonna pontificate that much today. So, you know, it's good. So what's up, man? What's
Man,
going?
I'm just chilling, man. Just trying to ease into the day, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. I know. Part two, because
48,
48.
48, can you relate?
Here we go. Here we go. What's up? Yo, give it to him.
Nah, they don't
Give it
want
to
that.
him.
They don't want that.
Yo,
Then
that's
48
what
at
they
the
want,
gate,
yo.
38, no debate.
Yeah. Yo, that's what they want. That's what they want,
Now,
huh?
now they want to talk. Now they want to talk about some business, man.
That
You
is
know
business.
that
Yo,
is
flow's
business,
a
huh?
business, man. Flow's a big business.
Like yeah, like workflows.
Oh, I thought you was talking about rhyme flows. Let's
Oh
go.
yeah,
Let's
no,
get it.
no, no, they ain't ready for that yet.
Yeah, yo, man. Life flows. You know what I'm saying?
Soon
So
come, soon come.
soon come on. Big shout to my man TNT. Making tea, man. That was his line. Soon
Yeah,
come on.
soon come.
So yeah,
Easy.
so I'm saying, tell the people how it feel,
You,
man. How does it
listen.
feel?
Just if I haven't quite let it sink in yet, but it feel starting to feel a little different.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah, starting to feel a
Different,
little
different
different.
how? How does it feel different?
Hmm. The sun doesn't give off no hate, nor does it kill.
True, true.
So it's always a positive light.
No, see, you okay, you waking up on something else. Some people just hung over the next day. And you can be all extra. Like some people just like, oh, I went too hard. You know what a lot of it is I went too hard. Um, and then you start realizing that you're not 38.
Yeah, you're not built like that no
You
more.
ain't
Yeah,
built like that no more. So
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. Well, no, I went hard, but I made sure I balanced it out though, right? You know,
yeah,
little
drinking
fishing,
that
riding my
alkaline.
motorcycle, yeah, alkaline water. That's what you
This
got.
is your best friend. Advanced
Yeah.
stages when you
Oh
still
yeah.
trying to be out in these streets. This is
Yeah.
your friend.
Yeah.
No shout outs to Kirkland, but whatever.
Yeah. No doubt.
So y'all know how I get down.
Yeah.
So what's interesting?
What's that?
I just had the most random thought in the world.
Uh-oh.
This was like it's real random too. This is one of my curb your enthusiasm questions. You know how they'll take. It's interesting how YouTube or any of these platforms we're on will take down something if we play copyrighted music, but they
Mm-hmm.
won't take it down because I'm holding up a Kirkland bottle.
Correct.
so, so I
Correct.
can hold up any whatever I got here, something with some other brands. I can
Even the
hold that up.
microphone. Even the microphone.
Yeah, the microphone. I don't even know if you see the brand. You don't even see the logo on the EV
Nah.
logo. But if I hold up any product, that's not a problem. Audio Technica headphones. This is not a problem. We won't get taken down for that.
Well,
That's like crazy.
until now, um, music and voice can just get cut and pasted into different things.
Yeah, well now it's out of control.
Yeah.
Somebody could actually be using AI to do something reckless with our voices right now.
Mm-hmm. And
But
put them right in place.
which is crazy because I do reckless things with my own voice, so I'm like, I'm like, yeah, but how it is. But anyway, I know we're late. We late and we're bantering around. So
It's the easy Saturday, man.
yeah, I know
You
everybody.
know,
Everybody was waiting in the green room, waiting for us to come. We were like late, like in a college class, 15 minutes late.
like
Class was canceled.
running across, running, paper, book bag open, papers
Mm-hmm.
falling out, shoelaces
But
untied.
but we're actually the professors though, so we were 15 minutes late. So
Still,
everybody class is canceled. So because we were 15 minutes late. How
true,
about that?
true,
Remember those days?
true. Yo,
Well,
you got the black T-shirt on with the red cup. Who's partying? Who's doing what?
it's
Huh?
just a little something I threw on.
Who's continuing from the day before?
Nah, I'm just getting started. Okay, I will be all right. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you a full story. I know if you tuned in for business advice, just hold on. We'll get to it. We talk business all the time. You still gotta live, right? So look,
True indeed. True.
yeah, I'm gonna talk about my week. So this week I'm taking this course. This is another endorsement. I'm taking this beat making course with Jazzy Jeff. All right. So learning a lot of good things in there. Got some things going on. So I'm an amateur beat maker, so like that. And so one of the things whenever you take music courses, one of the things around is to listen to music. That's how you become a better musician or beat maker or producer, whatever you want to call yourself. So yesterday, after I started my ill-advised shift that I didn't have, I actually opened up one of the bottles that we ascertained from that great haul we got a couple months ago. And it was a Riesling. And that Riesling doesn't look like the Riesling I usually buy.
Right. Because that
it
one
had
probably
bold
aged.
color. Yeah, it was like, I was like, whoa. So I was beasting on the Riesling and went out, got some other candies and stuff. And yeah, I was out in these streets and I was listening to music all night. So I was listening to music all night, going through my little DJ library and all that. So I was on it. So, I got up this morning, rode the bike because I got to rode my spin bike because I got to get some more things together. See, my birthday is coming. It's coming fast. It's going to be, man, like it's just surreal. I might just do a podcast by myself talking about that. Just like, it's wild. But so in a way, yeah, I'm continuing, and that's why I'm drinking water. but the good thing
water.
is,
That's clear water.
oh yeah, it's clear water. It's clear water. But I'm ready to open another bottle, son.
There it is. It's a
It was
perfect day.
delicious.
Oh man.
Delicious.
Did you chill it a little bit?
Oh yeah, I had it chilled. Because I actually had opened it on Thursday, but don't worry about that. The point is that like it was delicious, man. Like for real. Like I actually was talking to Tanya when I opened it. And a lot of times when I drink wine, as soon as I sip it, my head starts hurting.
Yeah.
But this was like grape juice, but it was wine, but it was like grape juice. Like this was
Right.
phenomenal. And I was like, man, this is all right right here. So needless to say, once we go through the hall, which is not going, I'm not on it like that, like but once we go through the hall, I gotta reevaluate. I gotta look a couple of shelves up in the rack, man. I can't be I gotta stop buying the stuff at the bottom. I see. That's why the refined people usually, they're like, "Oh, would you like some wine?" Yeah, because they don't get towed down. See, cheap wine get you towed down. You sitting around, and you start talking real crazy. But you get good wine, you get all, intellectual and refined.
Flavorful.
Yes, and you taste the notes and all that. So anyway. So we're on I think we're on the gram. I don't know if you can really see us. We're on Twitter today. I figured since we were late, we're on YouTube, we're on LinkedIn and Facebook today. So it's a full-fledged day. So what are we gonna talk about? Other than my drinking habits.
I was thinking about business applications.
Oh, okay. I'll let you take this.
And so kind of a continuation of our last talk, right? We talked about what? Emotional intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
For various other reasons.
Yeah.
Right? So there's applications of business utilizing the emotional intelligence application as well.
Okay.
So let's go with the first one, strategy. Okay.
I'm with you.
Quality.
Mm-hmm.
Cost reduction and service improvement. Marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Selling. Information technology. Decision making and analysis. Inventory management. Project management. Negotiations. 10 applications.
That's interesting. That's a lot to talk about.
Yeah,
sounds like
we could talk about one thing at a time.
I know that. I'm like, this is a series.
This is just overall 10 applications, basic applications for business, right? And the applications, not in the sense of technology or a product, but in a way that business is done, right? And so we identify what areas are strengths and weaknesses. Although a business needs all of these areas. So how do you fulfill those needs, those application needs?
All right, I'm with you. See, I'm chilling because I went ham last week. Well, 2 weeks ago.
You tapping away over there in the keyboard.
Yeah, I'm trying to,
So you're using an application right now, information technology, because you're moving information from your mind to the keyboard to the computer to send it.
This is true. This is true. It's like, you just know how to make things. All right, that's true. So information technology. All right, I got you. So let's clarify though. The term application, you're not necessarily talking about an app. You're talking about the application of a concept in business.
To apply. Correct.
Yeah, to apply to business. Okay. Okay, I'm on this. This is good. I think you've just done our production meeting for the next couple of episodes.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Cool. So, wow, which one you want to start with?
Let's see. Which one do I want to start with? We talk about each one of these things very intently.
True.
Let's talk about information. Do you want to talk about information technology or decision making and analysis?
See, I knew you were gonna say decision making analysis,
I
but
know you.
I knew you. But I think we gotta talk. Maybe we could talk about both of them and the relationship between the two. Because they do go hand in hand. The information technology,
It
okay,
does.
they don't go hand in hand because people make decisions and strategy without the
Correct.
information.
Correct.
So I think talking about both of them, I think that it applies
How they
to,
plug in together, maybe.
yeah, the relation to both
Right.
is
Because I don't think,
critical.
because if we break down information technology, like I just said, it's moving information forward, either collecting it or moving it forward
Mm-hmm.
through an application, an app, a software that collects and stores, recalls.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a physical thing. We take email, text messages, and everything for granted because we probably not paying attention in that depth, but moving information from place to place.
Yeah. So as part of the function of information technology, or that's the information technology function. But the question is how you use the information.
Correct.
And as I get in my sociological rant, where the challenge is that there's a lot of information and a lot of it's being used for buffoonery. But like, just, you know, I think there's a skill set to know how to use information. Cause like, man, there's
Mm-hmm.
so much information out here, man. I mean, just think about it, man. We used to have encyclopedias. Like that was the Google. It was an encyclopedia. And then, like, if you were lucky enough, well, if you had an Encyclopedia Britannica, and your parents kept buying the annual edition, because usually, if you got one, you got the base one, and then, you might get 1 year after that, and it's a wrap. Yeah, so that's why you go to school, go to the library like that. So you think about that. Now you gotta have Google. We gotta talk about the AI, Chat GPT, Bard AI. It's Bing got AI. Everybody has AI, and
Apple's
has
coming
everybody
up with one.
freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's freaked out. They're gonna take my job. Oh boy! All right, here we go. Just like calculators just took away every mathematician's job. Yep, took all of them. So just like so, um, so there's a bunch of ways for you to get information, but the question is, how do you acquire the information, process the information, and utilize the information to reach a goal? Not
Those
That's
are
a
good
learned
questions.
behavior.
Those are
You
good
know,
questions. Yeah.
yeah.
And
I mean,
continuous behavior.
yeah, and it's something we all have to learn. I mean, look, we have to relearn that. However you used to do it, I mean, it's different because we get bombarded, man. You ever think about? You see, this is you a good person to ask for this. So when you were in your undisclosed area yesterday, getting back with nature, you think about it, how peaceful that is. You know,
It was confusing,
yeah, I could imagine.
right? And so, I always go deep. When I say confusing, not confused where I'm out of sorts. Confusing in the sense that when you're sitting still and enjoying the moment with no noise other
Mm-hmm.
than nature,
Nature, yeah.
and your brain is processing your daily activity of dealing with business and technology. So
Yeah, people.
I was having right. So I was having people. I was having moments thinking it was, but I came to the understanding I can't stop my thoughts. I'm just gonna let them go by and watch them go by, and focus on it's okay. Be
Yeah,
patient. You'll get back to it. Right? Might seem simple, but we're so used to moving unconsciously, it's not even funny.
oh yeah, well, our brains are constantly moving. And it's almost now it's like It's almost like an addiction. And we've all done it. Like let's say you go somewhere, like a play or an event. Even now, people don't even care the event. They whip their phone out or whatever. But just a place where you gotta turn your phone off or something like that. People rush back to their phones like they missed something in that 1 hour. like something dramatic in the world just happened in 1 hour. Like that. And you think in our lifetimes, our parents, and if your grandparents are still alive, the speed at which information moved was like snail's pace comparison. Like historical things. Just think, I don't know why this comes to mind, but when Dr. King got shot, it was, you know what I'm saying? It
wasn't immediate.
Yeah, it wasn't instant,
Right.
So so they always show historically when Robert Kennedy announced it, he was doing a campaign stop in Indianapolis. And he announced it to try to quell the crowd. This was hours after it happened. Hours, major thing. Now, minutes, milliseconds,
seconds
will spread across the globe.
They were there, yeah.
Yeah, it will spread across the earth. Forget America, it'll be across the earth in milliseconds. So I always, and I talk about this, where I need a lot. I mean, like, what is this doing to our brains? Like, it has to be doing something. There's no way you can sit here and rationally think that we think the same way and analyze the same way. It's impossible. And we've seen it. I could get it. I'm not gonna get into any petty P today, but we so how does it apply to a business owner? Like, you can utilize this information and for good, or for evil, you can utilize it. Because the speed at which you can get information, you can acquire information. Going back to your first one, you can acquire so much information. The reason ChatGPT and all these things work or whatever is because it's been analyzing our behavior since God knows when the internet became public, really, mid 90s. So it has data of our behaviors. In that case, it stopped. ChatGPT doesn't really go beyond 2021, but it's been taught our writing structure, or what's considered, how to write a memo. It's been taught that. So the stuff's there. So my thing is that when you get these in information technology, you get these tools. My concept is that, okay, if I have a tool that does some of the fundamental stuff, now I could push myself to start thinking on another level, as opposed to, the tool's going to go. Well, the tool is going to take you out if you stay stagnant. If you don't change, it's going to take you out. What do we need you for?
There's duality to it.
Yeah. So, there's a point to it. But as a business owner, coming up, and I want to clarify something about business owner, See how you get me started. See, you do this all the time. Put your little blazer on. You come up there, you throw your little large thing on. And do you know I'm going to go bananas? And I was supposed to be chilling. But that's okay. So, this was an active week. We had a CPE with our friend of the show, Marcus Fryer. Great breakfast. It was a wonderful breakfast CPE. Should have been there. It was good. But there were statistics within there that were very important that I do want to go back to. And I need to do that test this weekend too, before it's too late.
I was about to ask you.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that was Tuesday. Yeah, I need to get on it. Statistics about the number of small businesses, the number of solo small businesses, and things like that. It's a lot. It's a lot. And what we consider small businesses, in whatever you do, you may multiply your revenue by 10 to 100, and then someone still considers a small business. And you're like, huh? I think one of them, it was small business under 100 employees. That's a lot of people. 100 employees is a lot of people. You know, that's a lot of people, man.
A lot of cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's a lot, man. And then they got revenue numbers that are off the charts.
Hmm.
But it's understanding where you fit in the small business uh, rubric. Like where do you fit? And what this technology has done is given tools to let the smallest of small businesses or micro businesses like us, we micro. I mean, when you compare, well, we kind of, we getting there, but um, give you tools that were not afforded to micro businesses before. Everything
Hmm.
from, the phone systems. Do you know how much it costs to have a multi-line phone system in 1999? Forget. Let me see. When did I open it first? Or like 95, 96 when we started promotional. Do you know how much it costs to have two lines in an office? It was ridiculous. Like to have two phone lines, not to mention we were still in the dial-up game. So you had to use one of your lines for the internet. Man, this stuff was expensive.
Long distance dialing rates and all
Oh
kinds of
my
stuff.
goodness. Now you can have 10 people, everybody had their own phone number, whatever. It's like, you know, $200 a month, something like
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
So it moves information, your information moves fast. Like all these things, there's so much. If you have a business now, it's like, I don't want to, I'm not calling it easy, but you have certain barriers you don't have to get over, basic infrastructure barriers. And it's because of technology. And it's because information is there. Marketing. Take chat GPT. You can tell who you want to be your customer or client, and it will write you a brief of the persona of the person. Client persona, whatever you want, buyer persona. But you have to use the application. And what it requires for you is to admit what you have going on, know what you're trying to do, be real, you know, definitive about what you're trying to do. And you use the technology, you can move forward. But it's unbelievable. Like some of the stuff that the cost of some of this stuff is mind boggling, really. I've
So
been
it
around
promotes,
so long that I'm like, wow.
yeah.
I'm
So
like, dang.
it promotes three areas, right? Highlights three areas because you just said something. Infrastructure back then was hard for most people, right?
Yeah.
Access, money, so on.
Managing
Now
it.
managing
Managing
it.
it.
So
Mm-hmm.
now infrastructure is not an issue due to technology and AI.
Mm-hmm.
So we have organization. How do you organize? Right? Planning, planning out, having discussions, revising, revision, new levels, new processes, so on and so forth. Time management,
Yeah. Well, I
because
think
that's the
time management.
transition.
Well, is the transition. Yeah. I mean, it's the transition. And now it's like, what's the what people say, like you drinking from a fire hose?
Hmm.
You trying to drink from a fire hose. There's so much going there, and people trying to drink and getting blown back. It's like so they just like it's like it's so much. So what happens within all the information is distractions.
Hmm.
People get distracted. Business owners get distracted. We all get distracted because there's so much. And there's so many people telling us who we're supposed to be and what we're supposed to do and how it's supposed to work and what they did that was so spectacular. And um you got a whole network. Some of them which we're on right now might get kicked off, where somebody's running around telling you that you're doing your sit-ups wrong, you're eating wrong, you're marketing wrong, you're parenting wrong, you're paying for your house wrong. But I got the solution. Every one of them got the solution for it.
Best one. That best one. Start with 500 and let me show you how to make 200 million.
Yeah. With and better than that, and then I'll tell you how to do it without using your own $500. You don't even have to use your own money. You buy real estate with someone else's money, and you do. Everybody has.
Sign up here.
Sign up here. Let's do it.
Do you believe in yourself?
Oh,
if you believe in yourself, you're gonna invest in yourself.
Yeah.
If you're gonna invest in yourself, come on over here.
Yeah.
It's on. We're gonna give you a slash. We're gonna slash it from $25,000 to $12,500.
Yeah.
Invest in yourself $12,500 for this 6-month program. I know you just quit your job. I know you don't have 401k.
Yeah, just go ahead and get it. But I'm going to show you the promised land. Is the oldest thing in the book, as the snake charmers and the the potions.
But you know what's crazy about that though?
What's that?
We're gonna give the people the secret ingredient, right?
Oh, okay.
It's all business. It's revenue generating through marketing tactics.
Oh, totally. Totally.
No, but some people don't view it that way because they're taking in the information.
They're consumers.
So and
yeah.
Exactly.
So analysts.
With that. Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. And then so they don't analyze the data that they're receiving so then it crosses over. They don't analyze the data that they're generating with their own business.
Correct.
So how do we use that data that you're generating to reach your business goals?
Correct.
We use it. And that's kind of what we're saying. Information technology, I love it. I love when we get something like a client or somebody who I can't use the portal. And then you find a Facebook page and they got all types of stuff and little images and all types of filters and stuff. I don't like using Google, but then, they on Instagram doing 360 stuff and like that. Come on, man. But then they want to be a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, no, it don't work like that. You can use this stuff. And realistically, you got to unplug from it sometimes. Sure. I go through it. Look, I'm just like everybody else. There's times that I have to take the apps off the phone because I keep going back to them, especially when I post. When I post something, I go see, hey, how many people liked it? Then after a while, you start realizing it's your people. It's the same people who like this stuff. Mm-hmm. So then you have to change your motivation for posting. Because your motivation for posting, if it's likes, and let's just say, we post, like right now, we live streaming, we're not exactly up to 1,000 viewers per episode. Not exactly. but would that change the message? Would that change Absolutely what we're trying to do?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, so, I was watching, and all this self-help and stuff I listened to. Oh, it was a gentleman that I took his course, Robert Kennedy 3. You know what? I name drop too much, man. But it's okay. See that? We'll get back to that. And he mentioned in his live stream, he said, look, he was touting using video for sending messages. And then, his point was, look, if you change one person's situation, when you have purpose, if you go one person, it may catch on or something like that. You concentrate on that one person. And when it comes to this thing, you're putting information out. And that resonated with me. Because I think it just puts in focus when you hear all the noise out here and people have all these followers. And I've experienced the follower bot game way back in the day with some of the stuff we doing, and cats like, yo, I get you crazy followers. They were all bots, man. They were all bots. What you want is engagement. That's what you want. And this didn't mean to turn into a social media class, but it's for business. You want because you want engagement. And so when you're doing this, but it's once again is how you use the information. If I just go look at the information and say, well, who liked the post or who liked our stream, okay,
Mm-hmm.
or how many people watched it in real time, it you'll give one perspective, but if then I look and we boost it and we put it out and people get to it, is a different perspective. And not only that, we're starting to get feedback from people that say, we watch your stuff. Hey, we interested in working with you. And we know they didn't watch it live. They watched it. So when you use that, so that's how you have to, but you have to learn to decipher the information. Because if we just went on the straight data, like,
Data dump.
yeah, we would have to be like, oh man, we got to push up. We need to, fly, get one of those planes where they go everywhere so we get more viewers, and we want people live studio audience and all that. Where you have to think about what you're doing, what you're trying to get done. In our case, I mean, our goals are, of course, the information is, but we want the information for people that are it's going to help them. I mean, that might be 5, might be 50, might be 50,000. In due time, we'll see. But it's about taking the data and saying that, okay, I need to look at, if it's 5 people that look at a video, I'm interested in the 5 people. I'm digging into, all right, what 5 people saw that, but that's an example of how in marketing, there's a big place to use data, very big place to use data, but it's just as big in operations too.
Planning, right?
And planning.
So planning in the essence of, we do this because of the activities that we engage in internally to provide. And so now this stuff is what we're interested in talking about, right?
Yeah. Well,
And
yeah,
it helps.
especially.
You say what?
No, especially the planning. You like talking about planning. You're like a planning guy.
No, I'm not. You know what? I'm not really a planning guy. Not so much in the sense that I love planning.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense that I hate to get caught off guard.
Oh yeah.
Because as a youth,
the youths, man.
as a youth, you get so used to figuring out stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Being a father, husband, you're always figuring out, especially when you're young. You're figuring it out.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Walking the line. So I've gotten to a point where I'm like, I prefer to take the pain in the beginning than in the end, because it's still going to be some pain.
Yeah, it's gonna be, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But you can reduce the pain, because you're still going to feel pain. Doesn't matter. But you can reduce the pain and limit it by getting it up front.
That's true. I mean, I'm just saying, but I'm saying it in your course of dealing with folks, you understand how to teach them to plan. Like you have the patience of planning. Like I plan too, but I don't have no patience. So like I'm like,
I think I understand. I understand the people more.
Yeah, you definitely do.
I don't know if it's the patience of planning. I think I understand I understand people's pain. I understand their frustration because I've gone through it and I still go through things. But again, I always look for the way forward, right? So I use the word goal.
Yeah. And I use the word objective because I'm all tight. I'm all tight. I understand people too. I guess I understand it, but as I age, I get less because I don't have patience. I get less. I don't know. I try to put. Well, it's funny. I thought about this too, as we talked today. I know we went all off from into information technology.
No, because information.
It's still information, right?
It's because we're processing information.
Yeah.
We're influenced by the information that we deal with.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's true.
And then it folds into your other one, which is decision making and analysis. So it's all relevant if you're following the cookie trail.
Yeah, if
If
you
you're
yeah,
not,
so
then
we gotta drop little crumbs for you. So no, I was thinking today as a practitioner, as a coach or mentor, whatever you want to place upon me. I'm big about answering questions. People like they love asking me questions, especially accountants, or up and coming accountants. So they want to do this or they want to do what we doing here and all that stuff. But clients specifically, and my approach to clients answering questions. I know you looking a little concerned when I'm gonna say, but what I'm saying,
no concern here.
no. But what I realize is that, mm, um, I'm not here to make you feel warm and fuzzy about it. I'm here to give you the truth as I see it, and based on the facts that you present. And I think, I don't know, I don't know if that's a common thing. Like if anyone that knows me, I am not a negative person. Like I'm no way in my life, oh, you're never going to be able to do that. No, my thing is, okay, how you going to do this? And well, look, this is going to happen. So tell me how you going to get around that. This is going to happen. You did that. This is the consequence. Oh, well, okay. How do we make the next step? Where do we do that? And that's kind of a decision-making thing leading, like you said, to be like using data is one way to come up with these things. I feel as though that I was just having a call earlier today with my man. And one of the challenges that entrepreneurs have, or small business, whatever you want to call yourself, all right, the big what was my man Fred Flintstone, the Grand Poobah? You call yourself Grand Poobah, whatever you want to call yourself. One of the most challenging things to do is to turn around and put energy into what you're already doing, to start getting into the minutia of what you're already doing, to get excited about the minutia of what you're doing. That is one of the most challenging, tedious, non-sexy things that you can do in anything that you do, whether it's learning an instrument, whether it's like just, to become great, you got to get to the minutia. And sometimes that minutia is the data. And sometimes it's getting in there and what is this data telling me? Taking 30 seconds and saying, and what is it telling me about myself? What is it telling me that, man?
And it's not a straight line either.
No. It can be humbling. It can be exciting. It could be, but you make better decisions once you immerse yourself into what you're working on. And you're gonna, and because you'll start understanding who you are, you'll start understanding what your organization is, what you're trying to do. And I was just saying, as a practitioner, as being out here on these streams, the first edition of it was supposed to be Q&A with JCPA. I put Ask JCPA because I was bugging. I did it like 5 o'clock in the morning. But the whole point is, we're here to tell you, and honestly, because we want to see people succeed. As I say, I see plenty of people fluffing pillows. I mean, they, so you take this plunge, your landing is gonna be soft. It's not. Your first landing might be rough, but it's how you tumble and roll and get back up is what's most important. It's chance, man. We know we talking undercapitalized businesses. We don't. When we say undercapitalized, understand what we're saying is that one of the things that's being said in undercapitalized is that you don't have a lot of room for error. One thing capitalism, I always say this stuff. Money covers up incompetence. That's the most incompetent people get, because they blow money, and then eventually they get it right. So money covers that up. When you don't have money, what do you have? Data and time. It's the two things.
Vulnerability.
Yeah.
You still have vulnerability when you have money, but the
vulnerability
is higher.
Yeah, but
you don't have it.
But if your vulnerability is higher, then how do you counteract that? There's information out here now. There's information. So there's many, that the
But
lazy.
processing is important, like what you're saying. And I think most people, because information's coming at us like a fire hose, so when we talk to people, how do we get them to follow what it is that we're saying? Because in most cases, they're going crazy, right? They just let
Yeah,
loose, and
they
we have
out of
to find a
control.
way, right? We have to find a way to bring them to where we can have, hey, this type of conversation. So you're right. The question you're asking, how do you use the vulnerability? By using information and
Yeah,
applying the proper decisions.
and it's up, but it's not a one way street.
Not negative.
The recipient of the information, because my thing is always make you think about stuff. That's why I said I don't tell people what they want to hear. I wasting my time, spent too much effort getting this license and being in business. As long as, like I said, you remember, I'm just sitting here talking about how much it costs to get multiple lines in the office. I've been out here, so I'm not. In my position is not to be I don't know everything. But what I'm saying is certain things I do know, and certain things, and a lot of times is I know based on what someone's telling me. I listen to
Yeah.
what they're saying, and the challenges and what people believe out here. It's what the things that people believe that aren't in their best interests are supported more by the rhetoric part of the information fire hose.
Mhm.
So it's one of those things that you can find support or evidence for any mindset. You know. Now the earth is flat. The earth is round. The sun goes around the earth revolves around the sun revolves around the earth. You go on the internet, you can find something that and have legit compelling evidence
Mhm.
for that. So then how do you handle truth? You handle truth from internal, and you know. But see, many people don't want to deal with what they know. They want to deal with how they feel. They want someone to
Mhm.
make them feel like it's the woo 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 syndrome. Like it's like that. I mean, and so my thing is I just approach business. Business is very simple for me. 1 plus 1 equal 2. 1 minus 2 equal -1. That's my business
Now,
equation.
you know the new argument, right? 1 plus 1 equals 3, because they
Yeah, I
say
know.
the plus sign is an additional action step.
Yeah, see, that's that. That's that stuff. Okay, if you say so. I'd rather take 1 plus 1 equal 11 than that. Everybody's like, but that's
2 plus 2 equals 5, because the plus
the plus
is an
is an
actionable
additional.
component
Okay,
that adds to
that
the
connects
number.
them together. Yep, makes total sense to me. I get it. I get it. That's it. That's where we are. And I'm sure there is plenty of content out there that I mean to the T
For
is
real.
substantiating that. Like people are really sitting there starting to do that. Well, like
Yeah,
like where I'm from, the signs don't count in the addition. I'm
it
sorry,
doesn't matter.
I have nothing to do with that. Then 1 plus 1 equal 2, and 2 plus 2 equal 4. That's all I got. I'm at a stage where there are certain things I need to be simple so I can have complex thoughts and other stuff. I don't need to rediscover arithmetic with these we using symbols. Oh my god.
Oh man.
I don't even that. You know what? The fact that I wasn't surprised by that is actually the worst. Like, I mean, people out here doing anything because everybody's looking for a way to feel. I mean, we all want to be, hey, everybody, they always come on, do what you want. I ain't got no problem
True.
with that.
True.
But good, come on, man. We start getting to the fundamentals. I mean,
True. True. True.
I mean,
True.
I'm there's a slight third rail that I can't touch, but all I'm saying is, um, my name is James Hayward. That's it. No more. Historical old school.
Mm.
That's it. I don't have
Mm.
nothing in parentheses after my name.
Mm.
That's it.
Stop thinking, people.
I'm just saying. That's all I am, man. And I you know, I ain't got no problem. I mean, you know, everybody got that out there, but I'm like, man, that's too, yo, bro, man. I mean, the challenges of the days, man, this is too much, man. I'm like, look, man, like, I'm gonna keep things simple, but I'm not ignorant. You know what I'm saying? I'm not insensitive to none of this other stuff, you know, that's going on in people's point of view. But for me, I gotta have something basic, man. So 1 + 1 = 2. 2 + 2 = 4. Very good. That's what I got. You know, 4 × 2 = 8. Not, I don't know what that would be then. What's the time side? What would that do? I have no.
It just might be one.
Who the heck knows? You're right. I don't know.
It might just be one.
Just be one. We'd be like, man, you know what? So what's the point, right? That was like that. So at some point, we got all people. We got to come back to a square. We got to come back somewhere.
You see how we just broke this whole thing down off of that information, yo. We wilding.
Yeah, we wilding out, man. That's right. This is
That brings me into my points right here.
Oh, okay. I'm good. We bring some normalcy back here because this is getting ridiculous.
Thinking is reflective. Thinking is unconventional.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking is hedonistic.
Oh, now that's interesting.
To seek pleasure because everybody wants to be happy.
True.
Thinking believes in progress. Thinking is strategic. Thinking is nonlinear. And thinking combines extreme ambition with a relaxed and confident manner.
That's deep. But how many people are thinking? Because I can start on my theory with that. Don't give I mean, I got a show enough theory.
No, I was just giving some mile markers.
I know, but I'm saying you brought up thinking. I personally feel.
But what is thinking though?
Thinking is processing. It's processing information.
So is there a way for a person to think?
No, there doesn't have to be one way for a person to think.
Meaning, so thinking is non-linear.
No, it's definitely not linear.
Right.
But it's an active thing.
True.
And so that's where my theory comes about people being passive. I can't even say passive thinker because I just said that thinking is active, but passive mind state. Like, people are passive. And I'm telling you, the obsession with zombies, man, that's some real stuff, man. There's some people zombied out here. Like, they just zombied out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they not out here eating brains and stuff yet, but they zombied out. So
what you mean? I think there is something in the air like that, no?
Yeah, but they not. I don't know if people eating brains. Not. I'm full of about cats. What? But yeah, there's some cats out here. I mean, they used to call them baseheads, crackheads. But I'm talking about without drug addiction. There's people. They are just out here, man. They are just out here.
Ego.
No, I'm saying it ain't nothing on. It's nothing. Listen, they're living by what they're being told on television, social media, whatever. Never question it. Never analyze and say, okay, how does this affect me? Or what? Like they just out here. Like,
yeah, I just want to know how much your services, what kind of services you got. Well, how did you get to come here? Did you ever work with somebody like us? Work with a firm like us? Blah blah blah. No, somebody told me.
Yeah, but it's even worse than that. The worst one. No, I don't mind that. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but and we've had the calls. I don't know why.
Right.
I don't know. Why are you calling us? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Or what's even worse, somebody told me and I don't know.
That's true too. I mean, I have episode. I don't want to call nobody out, but it's just things that people will have contradictory things in the same conversation.
And we saying all of this because not to judge people or riff, because everyone goes through these moments, right? But
Yeah, but
it's
come on,
again,
man.
it's well, hold on. Let's go back to the beginning of this. This is processing information. What we're talking about is information from different experiences that we and people that we run across, and conversations and thought processes, right? So it's information. How do we process this? How do we talk about it? How do we analyze it? How do we make decisions to make conversations better, to make services better, to guide people and teach people better? So let's not lose sight of what this conversation is about, even though James and I are back and forth with the rhetoric, right?
A lot of rhetoric, plenty of rhetoric.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, but
But
what we yeah, because it's about to
back to
come.
your regular.
Yeah, back to my regular. No, what I'm saying is that the okay, there's more information, and the method of getting information is, I mean, it's easy. It's democratized. I screw that word up all the time, but it is, everybody has access in the United States. I mean, there's other places, right? You have info, and we can argue some of it's this, and this, and that. So one viewpoint or thought pattern would be that as a civilization, we're getting somewhat more. We got more information, so civilization is moving up. But the reality is, the information is making civilization at worst stand pat.
Yeah, of course.
At worst, and no, excuse me, at best, stand pat. And brains are not evolving. The usage of the brain is not evolving. It's so much stuff is passive, and a lot of I keep saying it. I keep going to media. Mass media is maybe a 60-year thing, maybe. I mean, most of us, we born in the 70s. It was like one TV on top of the big TV that went out. You put one in the 80s, you got the TV that was sitting on top of the furniture. Now, man, we got TVs everywhere. Got TV in your pocket. You got TV everywhere. So how could this not be changing the way that we see the world?
Well, because now let's get into semantics. It's the creation of convenience.
Yeah,
So
but
convenience
is layering.
Convenience. Right. So it's what are they layering next? 6 degrees of separation from your money. Sign up for this subscription. And now they have applications that say, hey, put in your information here. We'll find the subscriptions you signed up for.
That you need to get rid of. Yeah. And that's another episode. That's a financial flip side episode. We'll get back to that.
True indeed. But,
yeah.
But to your point, it's the layering of convenience.
Yeah, the layering of convenience to take away the advantage of information, so people don't have to think.
Correct.
And so if we say, well, people never thought or whatever, to me, that's a cop out, because we've had these advances. So couldn't we make a society where there's more thought? Thought is valued more, but it's not. Oh no, it's not. Oh, we got straight tribalism right now. I'm with them, you with them. I don't like you because you with them. That's what we got going on. So this high civilization that we think we have with all this information, man, it's bananas. And so we see it. So I'm telling you, if you're in business right now, I'm looking dead in the camera. If you're in business right now where all right, we all service people. But if you're in retail or something, whatever you do, I'm sure, and you could put this in the comments, that you have noticed the way that your client or customer base has acted under the premise of the pandemic. But over the last 3 years, the a-hole button has been released. It's on a whole nother level. Everyone is so entitled. Everybody think that's the thing. Everybody thinks they know everything, but they don't know nothing because they don't take the information and digest it. It's they're following. It's ridiculous, man. Like, I can talk about this for days. Forget hours. I can talk because it's out of control. And then what it's doing is, and you have to pay attention to this in your business. That's another data point that you have to look at. Look at how people are consuming information, social media, all this and that. These are your customers. These are your clients. So you have to cut through a lot of noise. If you want to make a point to them, or you want to sell to them, or you want them to follow a policy of your business, or any of that other stuff, you have to cut through all that stuff to try to get in there in the brain somewhere past
to the root.
Yeah, past every reality TV show, TikTok. Jesus. Look, man, people have 60-second attention spans. 60 seconds. So you got to make your point in 60
that's
seconds.
That's better than the goldfish, though. They have 3 seconds.
Yeah, but it's going down. So what? The gap is narrowing. That's what I'm saying. It's one thing if it was like, okay, we were going from 5 seconds up. We're going down. Even in public education, they don't give homework.
That's a whole nother.
But think about it. So the reason I say they don't give homework, because what did homework mean? They meant that you had to break your routine and sit down and actually do it.
Time management, thinking,
yeah,
all of those things.
So you had to do it. Now they do it in school. They do it in class. Then they go and they left it behind.
Oh, so now they just. I think I just saw something about some students got in trouble for writing a paper using ChatGPT.
Yeah, well, that's slow. That genie is out the bottle. They can forget that. I think so. They could. I mean, that one there, you can forget it. Like, cause straight up, if I had ChatGPT when I was in school. Heck, I might have had better grades, but
right.
Just to be real, I mean that one is out the box. So now, what do you test? Now you have to test whether, because even with the ChatGPT, there's you have to prompt it. I mean, you can't just say ChatGPT write my paper, like you can't just be lazy thought, and that's where I say the AI, and this could be the separation. Where they have something that they are putting something out called the useless class right now. Useless class. You will not be able to participate in society. Useless. This not me. Some useless. Come on, man. The useless class? That's cold, man. But why? Because people can't think past 60 seconds. To swipe. You're going to swipe all the time. What function you get? You getting all this stuff in your brain, useless information in there. So what does it do? It clogs you up for real stuff. And let me take that back. Not real stuff. For higher level thinking. We got all these tools to take care of lower level stuff, and you get stuck in with you getting stuck in lower level stuff. You flipping your phone. Everybody, they said there's like a neck condition that kids gonna have because they do this all the time. Their neck's gonna be messed up. There might be human evolution happening because of this stuff. It's unbelievable, man.
They said that the rise of the useless class.
Yeah, it's real. This is the rise of the useless. Right? Useless.
The useless class. So it goes 99% of human qualities and abilities are simply redundant for the performance of most modern jobs. In the 21st century, we might witness the creation of a massive new unworking class, people devoid of any economic, political, or even artistic abilities.
Yeah, because they depend on it. So they don't have, what is that saying? You don't have a critical thought skills. That you don't have, that's basically what it's saying. Like, you can't find your way out of a wet paper bag. And it was cute before. Oh, it was cute.
But it's not now.
Not cute. Not cute, man. Listen, you know, I saw it, and people they always, take it lightly. McDonald's got the first robotic joint, man. The entire restaurant is robots, B. You go order at a kiosk in the joint over there flipping the burgers, the whole nine. And I'm sure they got like one person on staff to make sure that the robots are chilling.
Are charged.
Yeah. Yeah. Oiled up. Make sure.
Yeah.
But the grease might keep them on.
True.
Yo, it's like, the robot was at the drive-thru, like handing the joint. Yo, come on, man. Yo, I'm serious. Like, it's bad out here, man. So the smaller businesses might be the one to hire the humans.
Correct.
So you gotta be able to, but you gotta understand what you're working with. We fight. I mean, and at a certain point, just like everything else, robotic labor is going to be available to smaller businesses.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
May or may not be in our lifetime. Who knows? But what I'm saying is,
we're still going in that direction.
We totally there.
You can't. That bottle's broken. You can't put nothing back in it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So back to my zombie analogy, I believe it's been on purpose to make a useless class, because here's your business lesson. And we're gonna wrap up because we started late. Now we all hyped up in extra time. Plus my man got a boat with his name on it. So look, the useless class, you take people. What we all must understand is we take people off the rolls, off the payrolls, and company profits shoot up. And people don't ever think about that. Like, they laying people off now because of a recession is coming. Oh yeah. Self-fulfilling prophecy. At first, you gotta understand what a recession means. It has to go with gross domestic product. So that's a whole nother big subject. But
don't even, please. Yeah, it's
too much for a Saturday. So, but it lay people off. But man, if I could use AI or a robot to replace just one of those people, I lay off. Or now I'm going to have a bunch of people, younger workers, that are willing to work for less, even though some of them get entitled and think that they supposed to just come out of school and make insert number a year just because they're supposed to. All right, I'm not dealing with you either. People don't understand.
That's why they reporting on the rise of companies, India's economic growth due to them taking less money as we see it,
yeah,
and growing their operations and providing these operations to U.S. companies for execution purposes, right?
Yeah, can't say nothing about that. But so in America there may be a useless class. Useless.
I think it was India and China they were reporting on.
It's got to be the Philippines. Got to be in there. The Philippines got to be.
Yeah,
they got to be. It's like.
They coming. They
on the come up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, where it gets into this, we have this. I guess to summarize it, since we were late to class. I mean, information is out here. How you use the information can dictate how your company grows, how it exists, what moves you're going to make. Or you can just use it for idle entertainment or play and fall behind what's happening, because the things, I guess some of the things that we're talking about and the conclusions that are coming out, they're not just held out there for you. It takes some interpretation and some understanding to put 2 and 2 together. 2 plus 2. Not 2 and 2. Yeah. Yeah. So you can't even use that anymore. My goodness. So to do that, and that's where we're talking an encouragement to, like, don't be afraid of the data. Go look at it. Don't be afraid of technology. You cannot be afraid of technology. You need to train yourself in technology. You need to learn how to use technology to be productive, not just, I mean, it's fine entertainment, I'm from the entertainment field. I'm entertainment out, all that. But you have to learn how to use these things. They are available to us and we have to use them because, like I said, coming back from ZeroCon, there's certain demographics that we gonna just be in the Stone Ages. Like it's gonna be like no one's gonna be able to do business for you. You think you're gonna be out there doing a government contract and you don't even know how to, whatever. And the game's gonna step up. I mean, you might have to know some HTML or CSS or something, just basic. Like you need to know that. Like logical thinking, you need logical thinking in order to use AI. I mean, these things are real, man, and I can't pop it off anymore. I mean, that's all I got. I'm just gonna take my red cup and sit over here, man.
Well, I'm gonna close it out with this statement: the biggest wins all start small.
That's true.
That's it.
Yeah, so we blow their mind for for an hour and tell them,
Hour and 11.
but no, it's true. But that's what you get better at one thing every day. We do it all the time, all these applications. Once I got over the fact of buying a new one every month, I just said, we got to learn how to get every computer program I have. That's what my goal to like really get proficient in it. Now, me from our business programs to my programs for music production, video, photo, all that stuff. Get better at it. Takes a lot of pressure off. So get into the minutia. Get good at the minutia. Anyway, you closed it out already, and I'm still talking. So anyway, it's been real. So let's all wish you another happy birthday. And Nicole, let's not forget Nicole's birthday.
Yeah, that's right.
Was Wednesday. Outstanding. It was really actually the first week of May. We might. I mean, we may. I'm actually thinking that maybe that'll be a thing for us the first week of May. But see,
Sure.
Tanya's birthday is the end of the month, so we have May Day. We have something going on in May. But it's like after the tax season. It was kind of cool. We had the CPE. Then we had an interesting lunch. Then we ain't got time to talk about that. We all have time. We do not have time to talk about that. and a couple of birthdays, and then the live stream. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Out of control.
Yo, it's crazy. Yeah. So anyhow, it's been real, people. Don't forget, go to our YouTube page, subscribe, hit the notification button as I pop off these Q&A with JCPAs. I have some questions, but put your questions in because we've just acknowledged that this live stream isn't about your questions anymore. It's about this. So I'm going to answer the questions on the side. I'm just going to answer them on the side, just like there, and some important questions and tips. But this is we try to give some more in-depth information. As you can see, I always used to wonder, like, how could we keep talking about accounting and not get boring? But I think we're figuring it out because it's
true.
We talking about some whole other stuff. So go to follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, follow us wherever you want to follow us, or don't follow us. I mean, I don't know, but check in. Just check in. When you in town, you need to check in, son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need to check in. You know what I'm saying? But have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday wherever you are, and whenever you're watching this, we appreciate your time. And we will chuck up, say deuces, and say peace to you. Peace on earth. Peace everywhere.
Peace.
All right. Later.